Onboarding new team members, the lean method. In this video, I'm going to talk to you about onboarding new team members, which I think is absolutely phenomenal. And in case you're like, who is Jason to talk about this? I want you to know that we hire around 5 people a month. Doesn't sound like that much, but we onboard them quite rapidly and effectively. And I want you to know that when I worked at Hensel Phelps, there were many times where I was asked nicely, hey Jason, I need 130 people trained in the next 6 months. Can you do it? And I was like, yes, sir. I think at this point, tens of thousands of people. I didn't say well, but I have trained them. And so onboarding is a big thing to me. You already know for me that like in a company, having a couple of weeks, if not a month of onboarding into the systems and into the culture is great. And for me, you already know that for trade partners, I believe that the onboarding should be quite intense and connected, meaning that a nice warm welcome in a conference room. Yes, you can have some videos. Yes, we do the test, personal connection, tour around the job site. Here's where your crew is working. Here's a dojo where we're going to show you the crew boards, how we take care of the bathrooms, how we kit materials, how we 5S our vehicles and our toolboxes, the whole night, right? And then they go out to work and they're a part of the system in total participation. In Japan, they will onboard somebody for a month before they're ever allowed to work anywhere. And I personally believe in that same kind of onboarding. I believe that for me and my projects, the last project we were doing at Lean Belt is temporarily paused. But one of these days when the universe lets our construction company get back up and running full swing, and I've run lots of jobs as a superintendent, general superintendent, and director. So I have the experience in the videos to prove it. If I ever do it again as a business owner, we're queuing people through for the worker huddle, through orientation, and for logistics. I'm not letting any enemy behaviors, people are not enemies, but I'm not letting any enemy behaviors onto the job site. And that happens well through onboarding. People have this misunderstanding. Oh, trades do whatever they want. No, they do not. If your trades are doing whatever they want, you have a wimpy, weak leader. That's it. I hate to say it. I don't like saying it one-on-one. I'll say it here on the camera. I don't know how else to say it. Before I did my first project as a project superintendent, I watched the movie Patton over and over and over and over and listened to Paul Akers, who doesn't put up with anybody's crap. I put my shoulders back and I said, I'm going to love these people, but we are going to work together. You have to have a strong leader. That is key. So you know all of that about me. Let's talk about team member onboarding for the project delivery team. The way we do it is literally this. We have an onboarding process where they learn the visual standard operating procedures for our operating system. Then we test capability. That's just how it has to be. And then when they're role, we work shoulder to shoulder until they've got the skills locked in. As a part of onboarding, we will create a player card. And in that player card, we will learn about them, their hot buttons, what happens when they get mad, how to calm them down, the whole nine. And it will be posted at their desk. We will also help them to set goals and understand how they can win, and everybody will support them in their goals. And a person will have standard work for their role, will know what is expected for their role, and they will have ample training opportunities. At Lean Tact, we have literally a mural board showing the exact expectations for every position, the exact onboarding timeline for their first 3 months, and I personally record videos and audio, or have, for each of these positions so they know exactly what is expected. There is nothing left to chance. That is what remarkable onboarding looks like. And if we really want to do this well, that person will select a mentor that can help them as they go. And the last thing that I'll say is every engaged employee has connection, measurement, relevance. Meaning that somebody, their leader, their mentor, their supervisor, tells them why they're relevant, number one. Make sure that they know what winning looks like, measurement, number two. And connects with them on a personal level and cares about them, number three. The Truth About Employee Engagement is probably one of the most important books for this. That is how you onboard new team members. I hope you've enjoyed this video. On we go.